What's up, everybody? Daniel here with another video. Today I'll be going through the useReducer hook, and I will admit that this is the hook that confuses me more than any other hook. But hopefully today we will conquer it. I have an idea of this video, of how this video will be structured. First, I'll go through this tutorial and try and make sense of this useReducer hook, and then after that, I'm gonna try and create my own example where I'll create a cart, a shopping cart, like an e-commerce shopping cart, using this, because this is what you would probably use. This hook is what you would use to create the logic for a cart in a website. As a matter of fact, you would need to use this and use context hook. Since you would have multiple pages, and multiple pages can affect state, can affect what's this, your cart. So for example, you would probably have on your home page, you can actually add to cart, right, by clicking on whatever button that you have to enable users to add that item to the cart. And you can still do the same if you're on the products page. If you have a products page where you display all your products, you can add to the cart there. And so different pages may need different manipulations. You may need to manipulate the cart on different pages, so that's why you would use context, and then useReducer. You would need it if you were to do any sort of complex logic. It's like just recalculating the amount of the entire cart, and just basically manipulating the cart. Like maybe if you need to remove an item from the cart, you need to do some sort of logic to manipulate that array if you're using an array, etc. So, and most likely you would use an array for such an event. So I'm gonna I did read a little bit about the useReducer. I actually went through this tutorial already, but I want to tap it out and actually make sense of it again. There's a lot of things that are really confusing, and also TypeScript as well. So I'm pretty sure I'll need to learn more TypeScript types in order for me to complete this tutorial in TypeScript, since this is written in JavaScript. So I will import useReducer, and I will get a start. So import useReducer from React. Okay, so let's see what we have here. So in the actual my main function, I know I'm gonna import our const, the actual state, right? Let's see. So we have to-dos, and then the dispatch method, and then we're gonna call the hook with reduce an initial to-dos here. So maybe I should make that a little bigger, and then I'll make this bigger. Okay, so first to-dos, and then dispatch. So we need a dispatch method, and then useReducer, and then reducer, and then initial to-dos. So initial to-dos will be my my initial state. So I'll declare my initial state up here, which initial to-dos, it's an object with it's actually an array, right? It's an array with objects. It's an object array. It's an array of objects. So I'll try and incorporate TypeScript as much as I can. This should take a type. I'll give it, let me think. Interface. We'll name this interface initial to-dos type. To-dos type, and we will say inside of the type we need to have an ID, which is a number. We need to have a title, which is a string. We need to have a complete, which is a boolean. To-dos type. So this type will be use type array. There we go. And then, so that's my type. I know I cannot include anything else like fish, which is true. It will say, hey buddy, what is this? This does not exist. So this is good. Let's move on. So we have a function handle compositor. So it's like we're gonna traverse through the to-dos, and then to-dos.map, to-do, or mapping through the to-do. It's like, okay. And then we're gonna give it a key, to-do.id. So since we have ID here, it's pretty easy. We don't need to create an arbitrary number. You can just pass in the ID. So just give it a key of to-do.id, give it a label, etc. So I'm just gonna copy all this stuff. Actually till here, and I'm gonna paste it in here. And then to-do, what is a to-do? To-do will be, what's the type of to-do? It will be to-do type. That makes a lot of sense. And then on change handle complete is a function which we haven't declared. Let's make it a little bit neater. And then handle complete will be in here. Complete. It returns a dispatch. So this is the type of what? This does not return anything, right? It calls another function. Does it? Dispatch. Is dispatch a function? I don't know. I'll name it void for now. And it calls dispatch, and then dispatch we need to pass in. I think how this works is that dispatch calls, and I might just need to go through this tutorial. I think that'll explain everything. But for now, dispatch, we just give dispatch what we need changed, and in this case we need whatever the ID is that we need changed. Pass in this to like tell it what needs to be changed. I'll make more sense of it as time goes on. I'll just copy this and paste it here. So, geez, I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. I hope I'm not in the way. Let me just see. Just trying to reduce this. Hopefully that did something. All right. So we're passing in dispatch, and that's the method. And then it's like, okay, what is this? Wait, let me expected 0 arguments but got 1. Reducer, right? That's what needs to happen. So this is the function. We're calling in the reducer, and boom. No. Just passing the type to do type, and then inside of the reducer, we're taking in the state. So this is, I guess, our initial state, and our initial state is an object array. Like that, right? Array. There we go. And then the action, I don't know what an action is. If action.type, so I guess it's action.type. Action.type, I think. Action should be an object. Because action, action is this object. Action is this object where you pass in the ID and etc. Let me just do this for now. I just want to test something. Says any, and then instead of this dispatch, I want to see if I can just flip the values around and it'll still work. Whatever, this doesn't matter. Let's just say this is id to-do.id. This should work, right? So it doesn't really matter. It's just the object that you pass in, and inside of the reducer we'll just check the logic. Okay, what is action.id? Okay, what is action. So this is just basically an object. So now I would want to just, I want to pass in a type. I mean, I could just do this and just say type would be a string and ID would be a number. I mean, I could do that. Yeah, alright, that works. So, or I can just create an interface like I did here, depending on what you expect to pass in here. So, and then I think that's basically it. We'll get an input that has a checkbox. So we'll get a checkbox, and we'll get it checked, and we'll get a function whenever this input changes, and then this will call if it's okay. So what happens is that the onChange, if the checkbox is unchecked and then we check on it, this function runs. To do, we pass in the actual to do. Since now, how do we know what to do that is? We know because of the input is stored with the these details, which basically every checkbox, or basically every one of this div actually has its data is an object, and its data is it consists of this object type. So it has an ID, a title, and a complete. So when we check on it, we pass in this entire thing, and then basically the whole logic is that we're going to go through it and check if it's complete or not. If it's not, we're going to change, we're going to manipulate it any which way, etc. So what actually ends up happening is that handle complete runs, and then we take in the to do, which is the to do type, etc. It returns nothing, and then we're going to call the dispatch, and then we're going to pass in the actual object. When we pass in the object, it actually goes through the reducer, and then we call the function reducer now runs. The reducer takes in the state of that object. No, it takes in the initial state, right, which is a to do's type. This initial state takes this, because that's what's passed in here, since we passed it through the initial to do's. So this is what it is. And then so we take the state, and then we call the action. So action would be whatever we called in this dispatch. So it takes the state from basically this, and then it also takes in the action, and then we use the action to check. So this is the action. So now what do we have inside the action? We have type, and we also have, it's like we have an object, and then we just check the properties of that object, the type, and then the ID. That's all we have. And then we can just run a switch statement, or we can just use an if statement to check whatever's happening. So okay, if the case is complete, if handle complete, I need a bathroom break. Okay, I'm back. I probably need to go to another bathroom break. Don't put my mic on. Okay, so return state.map So, okay, case if it's complete. So we're trying to complete it, right? We're trying to check it. We're just gonna convert, basically we're trying to convert this to true. If we're manipulating the first what is this object, so the first checkbox, since we're gonna have two on the screen, right? So because we're trying to complete it, and we're gonna say, okay, we want to complete it, right? Because that's our action, or our action.type. If it's complete, then return. Switch action.type case if it's complete. Return state.map. We're gonna map through to-dos, and then if to-dos.id matches the action.id, the one that we passed, then we're gonna return. We're gonna manipulate the object now. This is our object. Rest operator to do, so that's our to do. Also, we're basically looping through the entire map. And wow, is this productive, really? I mean, we need to go through the actual map, the actual object, I guess, or the actual array. Go through the entire array, check if this matches this. If it does, then return rest operator, store the entire object, but then change something, change complete, and to do.complete. If that's true, then do this, then it'll go to false. So we're just changing it. Just doesn't, because it can either be true or false. So that's why we're doing this. That's why we're not saying, hey, if it's false, then set it to true. If it's true, set it to false. And then, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Jeez, I need to go to the bathroom again. Alright guys, I'm back. Hopefully I don't need to leave any more. So I have an electrical issue where I stay, and I don't know what's going on. But anyway, so this works, right? Did I even test it out? So there we go. To-dos now done. That's done, that's not done, that's done, that's not done. So I think I want to see my results, and for me to do that I need to console.log. Let me log out my state. Can I log out my state over here? It's like to-dos.map. I want to log out my to-dos object. So how do I convert an object to, because I know this won't work. If to-dos is, if to-dos is undefined, then return to-dos, right? No? Oh, else return nothing. Does that work? To-dos, JSON.parse, right? Can I do this? Argument of to-dos type is not assignable to parameter of type string. No, stringify. There we go. Does that work? Oh, am I tripping? I'm not even sure if... Okay, there we go. There we go. Perfect. So this is false, and then when we click on that, it becomes true. If we click on that, it becomes true. If we click on that, it becomes false. So that is perfect. That is perfect. I need to create a reducer. I now want to work on the cart. So let me reduce a cart. Let me just go like new folder, reduce a cart. Reduce a cart, and then I'm going to create a new file called page.tsx. I'm going to copy everything that's inside of here, paste it inside of here, and then I'm just going to say reducer cart. So there we go. Alright, perfect. So now I want to convert everything that's in here, and I want to try and just do this by myself. Default just returns the state. Alright, let's just try to look at the code. Okay, I'll just get rid of everything, really. I want to redo everything, and then yeah, I mean, if you guys learned something from the video, then go ahead and click a like, maybe comment something if you, I don't know, but that's basically it. From now on, I'm gonna basically be trying to redo everything that I learned by myself, right? I don't know the difference between this and having divs. As far as I remember, we couldn't do this in the past, but now we can, since I came back to React. So yeah, let's just do this for now. I'm gonna create this. I'm gonna create a cart. So I'm gonna create a cart, right? So okay, what I don't even have an idea of what I actually want to do, but I'm just gonna try and do something. My cart, initial cart, has to be empty, right? But cart type, interface cart type will be my what will cart have? It will have the ID, the item ID, which is a number. It will have the name, which is a string. It will have the price, which is a number. What else does it have? Maybe a description? Don't need a description. I think this is okay. And then we don't have an initial. We don't have an initial cart, right? So initial cart is an empty array. It's an empty array. So it's empty right now. Alright, so inside of here, we're gonna try and display a cart. And what do we do now? I just wanna make sure everything is in the right. What am I trying to do exactly? So I'm just trying to have a lot of items on the screen, and then people can decide to add the item to the cart, right? So I'm gonna just create an object that has like a cart, like a JSON object that has, which is my cart. No, I'm gonna create things that pop up on the screen that like my products, yeah, my products page. So I'm gonna say products.tsx, right? Copy that, I'm gonna paste it here, I'm gonna get rid of that. I don't need to get rid of that, just get rid of this. Export default products. So me do this. Const products equals. There we go. Oh wow. It's because I don't understand exactly what React.fc actually does. Yeah. Export default products. Alright. Let me just get rid of this tag for now. I'll research what that does. So products. So the products is just the okay, and then I want to have an array. My products equals an array. Alright. ID1. Name will be what am I selling? An iPhone, and then the price will be do we put that in? I'm gonna put that in 10, maybe 1,000. All right, so yeah, whatever. I usually have problems. Okay, I can see where the problem lies. So this is an object, and this is of type card interface. Oh, sorry, card type. And then I'm gonna continue and do this multiple times. I'm gonna have 3 of these. This is ID3. Okay, ID2. So we also have a cart, which is, this is going to be my cart, all right, which is empty at that point in time. So my products, okay, so this is my object. Samsung. The price is 3,000. Oh, let's just make this 5,000. And then we're gonna have Nokia, and the price is 100. I heard Nokia is coming back into the market. So this is declared but never used. Okay, so let's see. Let's just try and refresh the page, see if that works. Okay, so good. So now I'm gonna get rid of this. So now we have products, and then we have this. All right, so I'm gonna did I export? I exported, so now I need to import products from products. So now we're gonna map through and paste. Is that what we're gonna do? No, we're gonna paste everything here. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna say I'm gonna map. So I'm gonna say, no, I need to create a state. Okay, so products needs to have a state. So what's my product? What are inside of my product? So I need to create a const state, which is products, and set products, which I'm not setting anything. So I'm not even sure what I'm doing. I'm not even sure what I'm doing is gonna fruition into anything. Is this an array? Dude, I didn't even plan this video out. I don't even know what I'm doing. My plan is to have all the products here and then have a button that adds to cart. So I'm gonna try and map everything, map through all of this. What's my initial state? My products. Right. That's my array. This is an array. of cart type. It didn't import useLate from React. Argument of type cart type is not assignable to parameter type cart. Wait, what am I doing? There we go. So my products is still type. No, what I'm trying to do here is this is state. So state is an array, right, of objects. So this would be no, I'm confused. Let me think. This is a type. Oh wait, this is an array. There we go. This is an array. All right, perfect. So now I can map. So I'm gonna say if products exist if these are not undefined, then return products.map. I'm not even sure if you guys can see what I'm doing. Products.map. I'm gonna map through product product, which is going to be of type cart type. Is it cart type? What am I doing? Product type. I should rename this. Yeah. There we go. Product type. And then I'm gonna say product. What am I gonna do here actually? I'm just trying to map. Okay. And then I'm gonna have this is my card. How do I do this? Let me just use, I'm thinking of using React. I don't have access to the internet. Goodness me, I won't be able to do what I want to do. Let's see. I don't have access to the internet, so I cannot do anything. I wanted to import React Bootstrap and then use that to display, but it's fine. I'll just use hashtags. H3 will have the how do I do this? Is it like this? I haven't done this in a while. Product dot not name and then product dot price. H6 will have the price, and then we'll style this a little bit, and then we'll say color will be green, and then we'll have a button, and then the type will be button. Is the type button or is it type submit? I'm confused. And then we'll have a name. The name will be add to cart. And then I think that's it. We'll render products to our page. Products. Just like that. Alright, let's go. What's going on? Oh, okay. If this, return all of this, else return a div no products. What's this? Return this, else return this. What am I doing wrong? Now I need to figure out my JSX products. If products are not undefined, then return this, else return this. Let's see. Nope. Okay, I forgot how this is supposed to be done. There's a specific way in which you need to type in your JSX. Jeez, okay, I'm so confused. Let me just look at reducer. Yes. Okay, I think I found the solution. Let me get rid of this. This instead of this. There we go. All right. Add to cart. So these. So we have. All right. Alright, there we go. So these are our products. iPhone, Samsung, Nokia. Alright. So when I click on this, a function needs to run. I need to write an onClick event. OnClick. We're gonna pass in handle click, and we're gonna declare that function over here. Const handle click. A function that is returns a void, right? That basically needs to calls, like do something. All right, let me think now. So now this needs to take in the products geez, I think there's so many ways of solving this problem that it's getting quite confusing. Let me just go back to the reducer logic. The reducer logic the thing is, I don't know what I'm trying to do. I think I'm trying to basically just use, I'm just trying to create a card. I'm just trying to create an object. I think I'm just trying to display. Okay. I think what I'm trying to do is completely wrong, and I shouldn't be. I don't know what I'm doing. That's the thing. I'm just trying to add to the cart. So I'm just gonna be having a cart, and it's just gonna add items. And then what? Is that it? Can I delete those items? Maybe I should do it so that you can delete the items from the cart, and then that would make this sort of logic to work. Because me doing this, I don't need a reducer really, because I'm not trying to manipulate any state that's already there. Here I'm just creating state. So maybe I should have a cart.tsx. I'm just going off. I know I'm capable of actually doing what I want to do. So let's just do this. Let's get rid of everything. So this is my cart displayer, right? Not my actual cart, because my actual cart would be the reducer will be inside of the reducer hook. So this is just to display the cart. So it's cart displayer, and then I'm just gonna say whatever's inside the cart displayed here, right? So I'm gonna pass it as props. I'm not going to be using any form of state. So in this reducer, I'm going to call reducer, right? So what am I going to do? I'm going to call const. So it'll be to-dos and set to-do. So in this case, it'll be set cart. Use reducer, and then we're gonna have reduce, and we're gonna have initial cart, right? This is the reduce. Let me see, reducer. All right. So we have a reducer method here, function const reducer. That so this is going to be used to manipulate state. So it's going to be used to manipulate the actual cart. So the cart I need to create a cart component that displays all the items in the object, and then it has a delete function. It's a delete button where you can actually delete. Let me do this. Where you can actually delete. So okay. So what do I do here? This is actually very interesting. This is a really good challenge. No, just main products. Maybe I should work on the cart. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm not even, I can't, okay, let me just not be afraid to check. This is like cart material stuff. It's, I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start. I don't even know where to begin. This is my products. It's my cart. When I click on this, I should add it to the cart. When I click on this, add to cart. So I have a reducer here. It should add to this. No. Should add to this. Should add, call the dispatch. The problem is I'm not even trying to I'm not trying to manipulate the object right now. Let me think. I can't figure this out. It's crazy. I'm trying to find a way in which I can use the reducer to actually do what I want to do. And I think the reducer will come into play when I want to delete items from the array, from the cart. I think right now my focus should be on adding to the cart. The initial array is empty. This is the cart. Initial cart is empty. When you add to the cart, however, I think I should have this product call this, import this over in the reducer, and then also do this a little differently. Use children, and then have this logic over in the reduce and here, so that whenever I click on the product, I can have logic that adds that to the cart. I mean, adds the product to the cart over here. And then similarly, this is just to display the cart, and this should be just to display the products. Then this reducer is the one that's going to do all the work. I think that's how I'm supposed to do things. Damn. I think that's what's supposed to do. And then products, this would actually be my initial state. No, this is not going to be my initial state. My initial state is for the cart, not for the products. This is just my products. I can just use this state. This is the state of the products. Here, this is a product. I can just display the product, and then I can have all this logic. And here, let me just do this. So product, this what I'm returning. React has never been more confusing than now. So we have a div that has a name, an ID, a name, and a price. It's a product displayer which calls on the state. Jeez, I cannot get my brain to focus, to function properly. So we have my products, which is going to be my state, right? My initial state. And then I'm going to have maybe I didn't need this. Let me just do this. Maybe I didn't need this. Maybe I didn't need it. I don't know. Let's just try something. So state and handle add to products. Okay, so over here, let's paste you here, get rid of you, get you underneath there, have you here, and then have you here. Made a mistake. Okay. All right. All right. Use reducer, use state. How do I add styling again? Do I say inline styling React Next.js? Jeez, this is gonna, oh my god, I don't have internet. Const card equals let's see if that works. All right, that does work. I wish I could convert this into my standard. Okay, so those are my items. So this is my products. Now I need to create my cart. Let's display a cart. Yeah, cart. Let's just copy this logic, right? Cart, not undefined, cart. It's like a product, really. Cart.name. No, not cart.name. Cart item.name, right? Cart item.name. Cart.map. Need to think. Product h6 product. Right, cart item cart. Gonna map through the cart. Yep, and then useReducer, pass in the initial cart, which has nothing inside. What's going on? Map does not exist on type never. Cart, useReducer, initial cart. This is card. This is products card. Products card. This will be card. I'll take that, paste it here. We'll always set a background, but we'll have border on pixel, solid, gray. Mod, 1 pixel solid gray, border radius. This will be 10%, I believe. I think this is how it's supposed to be. Then margin will be 20 pixels. As far as I remember, alright, that's cart, but this is not state. And how do we traverse through something that's not state? Just traverse normally. To-dos. What is to-dos? It's this. So what is the problem here? Is it because we don't have a reducer method? We do. So initial cart, no overload matches this call. I need to create this thing is like dispatch function, really. It's like products card. Okay, so we need inside the cart we need a button that deletes. Handle remove from cart. Right, and then this is a function that we're gonna add here. Alright, let's see. So this will call dispatch. Dispatch will call reducer. The reducer will do the rest. And action stuff. So this reducer will take state and it will take action. Right? So what's the problem? State is declared but its value is never read. Why am I getting errors? Let me just check. Maybe let me just try and write out the logic first before I go ahead and check anything else. I'll save this and get rid of it because I don't need it. My products just remain unchanged. This is my cart array. This is my initial cart array. Remains unchanged. Dude, I should probably place this like this. These comments. I'm adding comments so that I know exactly what I'm dealing with. My reducer. And then okay, so everything is normal now. I think everything, okay, no, nothing is normal. State, what is type of state, man? Type of state is just, let me just go any for now. An action will be an object. But for now, let's go any. The reducer, set cart. Let me just check. Oh, dispatch. Okay, so I have dispatch over here. And then remove from cart, it will take in something, right? Let's see, remove from cart. There needs to be a key with ID so that we know exactly what's going on. This needs to have a key if I'm not mistaken, and the key will be the product.id. As well as this, we'll have a key, and that will be the cart item.id. And then so when we remove from cart, we will dispatch. We will pass in the object that we want removed. We will pass in what do we need to manipulate. That's the funny thing. There's nothing to manipulate. So we'll just pass in the ID then. Oh wow. Okay, yes. We'll just pass in the ID, which is ID, and we'll pass in cart item.id. Nope. And here we'll pass in the cart item, which is any. Am I confused? Cart item. What is this? ID. Dispatch. Expects 0 arguments but got 1. So dispatch is the reducer, and it's the state and the action. What are you guys talking about? Or am I confused? So this handler event passes in the cart, yeah, and then passes in the object. Expect 0 arguments but got 1. Ah, interesting. It's dispatch, to do's, reducer, initial to do's, initial cart, and then we have the reducer. And then with that being said, I'm going to create my reducer. So I'm going to have a switch statement. Do I have a what exactly do I need to do here first and foremost? I think this is just waiting for my reducer function. This returns a state, right? Returns state after I've manipulated it. So it means that now I want to delete that object from the array. My array is my state is what I'm dealing with. So here I would have handled remove from cart. This, I need to remove this. So I need to manipulate the array just to remove. Let's just call remove. Don't think what I'm doing is correct. Action. Is it action? Do we call it action? What am I looking for? Complete. So I'm just gonna name it complete. Complete is delete. No, delete. No, what am I doing? Is dispatch only used? Is the reducer only used if you want to manipulate an object, like the contents of the object inside of the array, or I'm just gonna where's my oh, type. Okay, let me name it type and delete. If I need to learn anything, I'll do so. Right, and then let's create a switch statement. Switch action.type. If the action.type is case, true, and then go ahead and return. We're gonna loop through the state, the cart. As I see here, gonna be cart.map. We're gonna say that, so it was waiting for my return value. Okay, so we're gonna cart.map. We're gonna state.map, right? State. Is it state? Yes, state.map, and then our cart item, which is any in this case, and then our cart item, we will. So we need to get rid of it. We don't need to loop through. Oh, actually we do. We loop through and then we check if the ID, if cart item dot ID matches action dot ID. Is it ID? Yes. Then do the following. Delete the item from the array, the object. How do I do this? So now the object matches. We're gonna what's the object method to delete? Let me just check. Object. No, it's array. It's an array. This is an array method that we're looking for. Remove pop. We're not popping. Not pop. Probably slice. Array remove item. Oh goodness me. But I do have a JavaScript cheat sheet over here. And let's see, array prototypes, filter, map, reduce, splice. I need to go to the bathroom. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so I was looking through a method that's gonna delete an object from my array. Splice. What does splice? I can't remember the documentation. What does splice do? Splice, I think this is the array. You remove the first. No, slice. What does slice do? Jeez, man. It's filter, reduce, traverse, reverse, toString, join. I know it's slice. I think if I give slice just the Jeez, I don't know how to solve this problem, and it's a very typical problem to solve. I know the ID. If this matches this, then get the entire cart item, delete it from the array. So I just need to return an array. Returning this. I think I would actually need to delete it first from the state and then return the state. You get what I'm saying? So delete it from the state, and then return the state. So I would say, no, I would need to traverse through it first though. I'll need to traverse through it. need to traverse. Once I reach it, I would need to keep account of which index it has. What's the index? Let me do this instead. Let me do this. This is how I would usually solve the problem for let I equals 0, I is smaller than my state dot length, I increment, and then I would say if cart item dot id is equals to action dot id, cart item wait, what am I doing? If since I'm traversing through an array, if the state I dot id is equals to action dot id, then we need to return a new state with the deleted object. So I'll just take the state, just remove. Can I pop state dot pop I, then return state like that? What? Okay. Yeah. Case delete, which is true, and then do this, and then I'm not sure if this logic is gonna work. If and then default return the state, right? Like that. How does default work again? My internet is back, by the way. Oh, default. Okay, okay. So it's default return state like that, and we don't have any issues. So let's see if this actually works. It's the first time we test it out. Refresh. There's nothing on the screen. There's nothing on the screen. Just open this, make it wider. There's nothing on the screen, guys. What's going on? Inspector. Let's see if we actually have. We don't have our cart. Where's our cart? Oh, we don't have our. Okay, we don't have our cart. Let's add to cart. Okay, that didn't do anything. Okay, maybe we don't have our add to cart logic. Okay, we don't. Add to cart. We first need to add to the cart. Add to cart is a button. Whenever we add to cart, we're just gonna set products, right? Set products is an array, so we're just gonna, okay. Add to cart. We would need the ID or the object. And how would we get that? Let me just see something. Card item. Just put card item. So set products would be an array, rest operator, and then card item. There we go. I think that works. Add to cart. One error. I can see there's something here. Add to cart. Add to cart. Add to cart. Okay. Cart item is not iterable. Oh no, not set products. Wait, what? Wait. We already have products. We're adding to the cart. Add to cart. We also need to dispatch and then type add, and then this will carry a different logic, I think. Oh wow. Oh, okay. So this, I will still need to use the dispatch like this. Add. But in this case I would need all the information, like the cart ID. I just need the entire cart item, really. I'll say item. No. Because here we're taking, what's dispatch? Dispatch is reducer, reduces the state and the action. Takes the initial state. In this case, the state is this. I'm trying to add to the cart. How would I do that? Let me just do this. All right, I'm back. I have a power issue where I live, so just trying to reconnect things and yeah, that sort of thing. So let me just see. I have a problem with adding to the cart. I'm very confused now. So how would I go about adding items to a cart using dispatch? I think for me to know and understand that, I would need to understand what . I think I do need to use dispatch. Dispatch, adding type add. Here we would need to add the actual object, which is cart item. And then here, if it's case add, I just take the state, right? Take the state, then I add my product, which in this case should be inside of, wait, where would I get action.id? So I would pass in the cart item. Let's just say item is cart item, like that. So this would be action dot cart item. I don't know if this is gonna work. It would be funny if it did. This is infinite style error cart.map. So a cart item is undefined from 91. It means something crazy happened when I was adding to the cart. I'm used to C++, so pushback is what we would use to add to a vector. I think maybe that will work. Nope. Cart item is undefined. Reducer 93. Cart item is undefined, so this cannot be shown. Cart. Let me say console.log. I'm gonna try and debug this. Adding okay, let's do this. Wait, how do I? Okay, there we go. Adding. Just try and debug this. We're adding cart item. Let's see if something will work. Adding undefined. So cart item is undefined. Dot item. Adding object. It's like console.log. What is cart item? What is cart item? No, not cart item. Okay, yes. Cart item is okay. Handle add to cart. So handle remove from cart. Oh, okay, wait, let me just focus on what I'm doing. Add to cart, console cart item. That's what it is. So then what is cart item.id, or does it not exist? What is this? Okay. Cart item.id is undefined. So it means that whatever I'm passing in here doesn't really exist. I think the problem lies with my products. Handle add to cart. Cart item doesn't exist. What is cart item? So I'm trying to pass in the data from this event handler. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Key to do.id. Handle complete. To do. Okay, there we go. I didn't pass in handle remove from yeah, cart item. I didn't pass in cart item. I was wondering at some point, I wondered why, how the functions were supposed to know, these functions were supposed to know what this is, and I just moved on. This would be product, right? What? Wait, to do, what is to do? What's this? It's like you're passing in the object. On click, void. Let's just get rid of that. Okay, let me just read. Type void is not assignable to type mount event handler. Same as this. I'll fix the types at some point. Alright. Means I'm not doing something correctly. Yep, there's some sort of an infinite loop that happens. Too many re-renders. Phew, okay, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Okay, Let's do this. Get rid of cart. See if it makes a difference. No, it's trying to render my products. Products.map. No? Oh, right. Initial cart is an array, an empty array. Reduce is not being called because dispatch hasn't been called yet. Right now I'm just trying to go through the products, and these are my products. My products. It's in here. Sets to products, and if products exist, loop through the products. Okay, let's just do this for now. Okay, handle add to cart, I get that. Okay, let's just do this. Dispatch, let's get rid of you. All right, this should work. I have a products, it's an array of objects. Okay, so that works. Just declare that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Let me just check what exactly is going on here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. What is it? What oh, my console logging something? Add to cart. I'm not calling this function. Am I? Only on the onClick. So why is that running? So this is what's being spewed out in the home handle add to cart. It's like it's being called. Why is it being called? I thought it was only supposed to happen on the onClick. This is being called for no apparent reason. I should say handle button click runs That's because you're assigning the result of the executing. I think I'm calling it. I think I'm supposed to do this. I think that's what's supposed to happen. Let's refresh. Boom, baby. Let's go. Okay. I think I've fixed that. Okay, add to cart, adding object. Okay, so now what is object, my brother? Action.item. Let's say console.log action. What is this? Add to cart, adding object. So it doesn't know what. Let's console log. This. So we're getting card item, which is this object. We're trying to pass this card item. So action.item. Let me just say console.log action. I want to see what that is. Huh. Wait. It's like I'm passing in. What is action? What is action in reducer? What is action in reducer? An action is an object that contains the payload of information. They are the only source of information for reader. Like, isn't the action supposed to store the data? Like the data that I want changed? Because if you look at what's happening in the delete, action.type, I've passed in type here, which is delete, right? Type, add, it's either add or delete. So here it's like add, right? That makes sense. And then here we pass in ID. Action.id, for me it'll be action.item, right? Item. That should give me what I want, but it's not. Oh, so let's format it then. toString. So the toString doesn't work, or am I confused? Did I just read? Okay, let's read everything. Okay, while working with, in JavaScript, you must have come across some output object generally while using the boom 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 boom. What happens when the done student and the code above we create an object of students? After the alert method is displayed in the browser, you get object. From the image above, instead of having the object and its properties displayed, object was displayed. This happens because when you use alert method to display an object in JavaScript, you get the string format displayed. What happens when the toString method is used on an object in JavaScript? The toString method in JavaScript returns the string format of an object. This section will help you understand what happens under the hood of the latest section. When using toString method on an object in JavaScript, you get the string representation, objects returned, code, boom, student, console.log student.toString, we get object. As you can see in the above code, we use toString method on the object called students. We logged console.log, we got this. Fixing this in JavaScript, JSON.stringify. This will return the stringify method, I know. Let me just stringify it and see what I get. Object.stringify action.item. So there it is. Okay, and then let's see. Geez, how do I manipulate a stringified object? First of all, let me do this. I want to know how we return, like I want to now start pick. Okay. Because I need a state.push. Now I need to how can I? Okay, let me try this. Let me try this. Action dot item name. Let me try that. Let's see what that gives me. Here we go. Here we go. So now I need to basically create a new object, state.push. So action.item. So I'll probably have something like this. To make things much better for me, I'll probably do this. Let obj is equals to this, add the type, which will be cart type, and we'll have this stuff here. We'll have the ID set to, I'll just paste this. I think if I were to, let me do this first. Let me not stringify it. Let me just say action.item. Okay. State.push the object. What did I do? State.push object return state. Add. So now my cart, because now state is supposed to be this, not really, but this. So now if cart is true, there we go. Let me think. No items in cart, and that doesn't display. This cart is like cart is. If cart is true, return this. So cart is not true. If cart is true and cart dot length is greater than 0, no items in cart. There we go. So now there are no items in the cart. Then if I add to cart, why do we have to wait until we refresh? I think there's a problem. Supposed to pop up. This entire thing is supposed to refresh, but it's not. State.push. Well, I mean, we're returning the state. State page not component not re-render when state changes. Okay, wait. I'm not gonna read this because this is. Let me just get rid of this. My scenario is a little different, and I think that many newbies like me would be stumped, so sharing here. My state variable is an array of JSON objects being managed with useState. However, when update to the toCompared set to the function, the re-render won't fire, and moving it to a different component didn't work either. Only when some other event would fire re-render did the update list show. This was the solution for me. Basically, assigning the array was copying the reference. And React wouldn't see that as a change since the ref to the array isn't being changed, only content within it. So in the code below, just copied the array using slice without any change and assigned it back after mods. Works pretty fine. So with the reducer, if todo.id is equals to action.id, return this. Let me see what I'm doing. Just returning state. I've delete state.pop. We're not changing state. Oh, I don't even have a delete. Wait. I don't even have a delete button, do I? Wait, what's going on? Whoa. This is okay. Problem lies here. Let's just focus on the add. State.push. Let me compare that to the reducer. This one says it's like we return the object that needs to be manipulated. In this case, we need to return what do we need to return? Okay, wait. This video is going on for far too long. I think maybe with this website, I'll figure everything out. Const state dispatch useReducer reducer initial arguments and init. I need to take a little break. I'll be back and I'll finish this off. Alright guys, so after a decade of trying to debug my code, I finally found a solution. Alright, there's a lot going on here and I will clear this up in a second. I'll just explain what I did to the solution that I got. So I went on some of these and I initially searched how to add an item to I initially searched how to add an item to the how to add something, how to add to a state using useReducer, and I got this example from Stack Overflow, and basically where did I get that? This is the delete, this is the add. I got this kind of logic, so I was like, oh, I can just, and then return. For me, the trick was returning an array and then the rest operator and then a comma and then adding whatever it is that I wanted to add and then returning that. So I did that here. This is my return. I return the state and then I return my object that I defined over here. So that was pretty simple. And yeah, and then and remember, you need to return an array because an array is what is the state. You need to return the entire state. So with the deleting, This actually took me quite a while. So the logic with this one would be here. So basically creating a new array, and in that array basically filtering whatever nonsense that you want out of the array. And in our case, our nonsense would be the array item with a particular ID. So in my example, if iPhone is ID is 1, then when I delete this, then I'm removing any item in the array, which is my state, which is my card, that has the ID 1. And with that being said, I had to filter out first. So I basically cleaned up my code, and I'll also clean up my code here, and I'll move all this junk, and I will just get rid of this as well, and then this will be my return, right? So I create a new array. This is an array because this logic here will return an array, right? And I'll just do that just to make it make sense for you guys. So this will be an array, and how you declare what type of array will it be? It will be an array of cart item or cart type. It's an array of cart type, because it's an array that includes this type of an object that has all these properties. So that would be the state. So if I run the state.filter, I will get an array that has objects which are of the type cart type, right? And what I basically do in here is that my parameter is an item, meaning every object item will be an item as it traverses through the array. Remember, filter traverses through the array. That's why I needed to delete all my for loops, and then it doesn't make sense to have for loops and then have a filter inside. You're basically double looping for no reason. Anyway, so I would loop through the entire array, and then I'll just filter. Okay, only show me where action ID is not equals to the item ID, and action ID would be the ID of the item that we want to delete, right? So if it does meet this condition, we don't want to show it. So we're just gonna show the ones that do not match the ID. So if it's two out of 3 of them, we're only gonna show the 2 of them. So those 2 would be stored in new state, and then new state will be returned. So basically this new state will hold only 2 items if we initially had 3 and we deleted 1. So that's what we return, which is return that this is the array, and then that's what we return. We return the new state, and that is basically that. And this works. And remember, no items in cart. We're going to add items to the cart now. We're going to add Samsung. We're also going to add a Nokia. So now this is our cart. Now we want to delete. We're going to delete an iPhone. We'll delete an iPhone. We have Samsung and Nokia left. And that is basically it. These are like errors and just basic errors that I could fix, but I'm not interested in that. Yeah, so that has been my application. It took me a while at the end to figure this logic out, but I'm very glad. I think 98% of this thing I figured it out myself, and I'm very proud of that. That's Reducer. I really think I really learned the Reducer method, or Reducer hook, and I did a pretty good example of that. So that's it. That's my application, guys. Thank you for sticking by. If you made it this far, thank you very much. I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Cheers.